Hi Mission Church, this is Renatta, and I'm excited to share this week's Mission Minute with you. As we get ready to enter into the next couple weeks where we're talking about faith promise, I wanted to share a little bit about my personal story with faith promise and what faith promise is for our families serving in missions around the world. I don't know if you know, but my parents were missionaries and I grew up in Africa with my sisters. So Faith Promise is a way that the Nazarene Church provides and cares for its missionaries as they serve God in their respective countries all over the world. It allows the missionaries to be able to do the things that they need to do in their countries without having to worry about where the money is coming from, raising that money individually, whereas the church comes together collectively and helps provide those things for missions. Now, for example, in our country, when I was growing up, we lived in Zambia in the middle of a civil war. So we did not have any food. We had no infrastructure per se. So all of that stuff had to be provided outside of country. So for example, for our food, even our vehicles, we had to go to South Africa, which was several countries down, 4 or 5 days journey through lots of crazy war situations to get down there to purchase vehicles that would be able to survive in the country that we lived in. It enabled us to get our food from South Africa and bring it back. It also provided wonderful insurance and medical assistance that we did not have again in our country. So, for example, my sister had an appendix that was about to rupture, and we had no hospitals, no doctors. So my mom jumped in the car, drove through Zambia in the middle of a war to Rhodesia to take my sister to a place where they had medical facilities to be able to give her the medical services that she needed to hopefully prevent a crisis, which it did. It also enabled my mom to fly to South Africa when she had to be tested for breast cancer. And so these things, the monies that were collected from the American church went to help us with those things. It helped also with education. We lived in a country that schools were not readily available, and so it allowed us to be able to go to schools that could provide an education that we needed to. And so I went to an international school up until grade 10, and then it provided us the ability to go to a boarding school, which was an American boarding school, to help prepare missionary children to come back to America for their educational experience. So having those funds available for families allows them to be able to take care of their family, take care of housing, take care of all those things necessary so that they then are able to serve God in their countries and with those things being taken care of. So I want you to think today, as you think about Faith Promise and you listen to Greg and Michelle as they come and share their personal stories of on the mission field, how the church collectively helps reach out and reach those people who are called to serve in other countries and enables them to do that and have the necessary things to care and provide for their families at the same time as they serve God. So I really challenge you to pray about your commitment to Faith Promise, pray about your personal impact in what you choose to give and to offer God, which then in turn allows families like mine to be able to share the gospel in different countries in Africa and at the same time have the care, education, medical, and things like that that we needed to be able to live in those countries. So thank you so much for your hearts to give and listen and to be a part of the collective church as we reach out and share the gospel with people around the world. I know that you'll enjoy Greg and Michelle and their experience and their stories serving God. So thank you so much for your faithful giving, and I hope you have a great week.
I wish I could see my dad. I wish my family could be together for Christmas.
I wish I had a dolly, a new dress,
a soccer ball.
I wish I could have my mom.
I wish my dad could play catch with me.
I wish.
2.7 million children have a simple wish this Christmas: to feel special, to feel remembered, to feel loved by a parent who's far away. You can help. It starts with a gift, a simple present from their parent reminding them they are loved and not forgotten, and the gift of knowing the love and support of their Heavenly Father. This calls for believers to take action. So while mothers and fathers are behind bars, kids are left behind, families torn apart. This calls for churches across America to rise up and deliver gifts to children on behalf of parents in prison. You and your church become the hands and feet of Jesus. You deliver God's love and bring hope to those who need it most. It starts with a gift. It starts with you.